Welcome back to the Force 9 YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and what could be our final season with Maidstone United if we do not win promotion this year. In today's episode I have for you a home game against Huddersfield, who are not far behind us in the league table. They are in 9th place, we are in 7th at the moment. Hopefully today we can build on last episode's first win of the season on camera, beating Ipswich 2-0, Ipswich bottom. Huddersfield, more quality opposition, we're at home, hopefully we can get a good result. If you're enjoying the series, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload and go live, and don't forget to follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. Yeah, so as I said, it was a 2-0 win against Ipswich last episode. Joshua Marger adding 2 more goals to the 5 he scored against Queen's Park Rangers in the Cup. A comfortable win, and hopefully something that we can build on today if we can beat Huddersfield. Off screen, wasn't awful, but wasn't great. We did drop a lot of points. And we started off with a 3-2 defeat to Hull. Not really what I wanted. They had double our shots. Same number of shots on target. And they had lots of possession. But defending really let us down in this one. We lost 3-2. After a goalless first half, Hull did take a lead through Kenneth Zahore after 54 minutes. 2 minutes later, we did draw level with Josh Phillips getting a goal. Hull then retook the lead through Bowen on 64 minutes. Lambert 10 minutes later did equalise again for us. That was after Hull had a man sent off. Reece Burke getting his second yellow card of the match. But Hull managed to run away with all 3 points. Bowen getting his second goal of the game. 87 minutes. Hull run out 3-2 winners with 10 men. Bit disappointing. Nyden played very well actually. Best game he's had for us. So, I need to try and get him a bit more involved. He set up one of our goals. 2 key passes, chances created. Lambert was man of the match for us. He got a goal. He also got an assist. And he did plenty more as well. We had a rare goalless draw. Don't see a lot of those this series. Against Derby County, it was a good draw, I'd say. There were some clear-cut chances in this one. And it did end up 0-0. But not a bad performance. Rowe was man of the match, 7.8. He did a lot on that left flank, and he's been, I'd say, the main source of a lot of our chances recently. Danny Rowe's been really good on that left-hand side, and Taylor Neal has really fallen off, and he's now down to 2 stars with 3-star potential, so I can't see Taylor Neal being in our plans for much longer. If this is our last season, it's our last season, but if we do this one more year, I don't think he's going to be joining us in the Premier League somehow. But yeah, I'd say it's a good point away from home against Derby. Like I said, not often you get a 0-0 draw in this series. We did beat Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are down in the bottom half of the table. I think they were about 20th at this stage. And it was a win. More shots, more possession. A game that we actually did kind of control. We played very well. Centre-backs did their job really well. Marger was man of the match with his 2 goals. He gave us a lead on 67 minutes. Again, 0-0 in the first half. All the goals coming sort of in the last quarter of the game. Marger scored. Nestorovsky got a goal back for Middlesbrough, making it 1-1 on 72 minutes. But on 84 minutes, Marger scored again to give us a lead once again. And we won 2-1. Better team in this one, so thoroughly deserved, I think. 1-1 draw away against Sheffield United. Left it very late though. Bit disappointed that this took so long to get a goal. Once again, for I'd say the majority of the game, it was 0-0, and the first goal didn't come until 74 minutes, and it was Phil Barton getting it, and Sheffield United took a lead. But we had to wait until the 94th minute for our equaliser. We were really running out of time, but Marger put it in right at the death. Again, Sheffield United more possession, a few more shots than us. Good to get a draw. I think our play did merit, at least a point. Again, centre backs did well. Fullbacks letting us down a little bit, but yeah, again, I think a point's fair there. And then lastly, we continued our unbeaten run against Queen's Park Rangers. Never lost to them, and it was a 2-2 draw. This one again, we left it very late, getting ourselves a point. We went behind after just 17 minutes, Diagne scoring a penalty, which I think was conceded by Mepham. And didn't get off to a great start. But Antwi scored on 36 minutes to equalise for us. And good to see him getting another goal. He's not been as involved this season as he was last season, where he was absolutely on fire. I've been rotating a lot more. But he got a goal here. In the second half, Queen's Park Rangers once again led Kamar Roof on 56 minutes, made it 2-1. But Marger once again popped up with a late goal, 93rd minute this time, to make it 2-2 and extend our good record against Queen's Park Rangers. Now, it didn't quite go as well as our cup game against them did. It was at Loftus Road as well. But we still have never lost against Queen's Park Rangers in this series. So we've still got that. That's good. So those following along will realise that we did only win 1 of our 5 games off camera, which isn't ideal, but at least there's some draws in there and they were all away from home. I think on another day they could all have been defeats. So I'm not overly disappointed, but 1 win from 5 could be better. It was just that 1 win was our only home game against Huddersfield today, hoping for a good result. Looking at the table, we were 4th last time. We have dropped to 7th and 36 points. We are 9 points behind Leeds, who lead at the moment. Leeds lead. Yeah. But, you know, they're still very close. You know, you've got Birmingham on 4th on 38 and Hull down in 10th on 35. Only 3 points between 4th and 10th. I think playoffs is, again, what we want to aim for this year. That would be good because, you know, I want to get promoted. We can try and get into the automatic spots, but Leeds and Millwall starting to get a bit of a league going, so that might be a bit difficult, but we will try and get as close to them as possible, I think. But, you know, playoffs again, not ideal. I don't have a good record in playoffs, but hopefully we can get promoted to the Premier League, because if we don't, then this series is done. Not a lot else to talk about really. There's not been any other developments. The only thing that does concern me is our balance is almost £1 million in debt. We're spending a lot more on wages now. And Marja, whose contract is up at the end of this season, the wage he wants is more than double what he currently earns. He wants over £8,000 a week, which is a lot. Like, compared to what we're paying everybody else, I mean, for the division, it's not a lot at all. But compared to what we're paying everybody else, our highest earner at the moment is Antwi on £4,500 a week, and Marja wants 8, so he'd be far and away our highest earner. And while he is our top scorer this season, I can't justify giving him that much more than everybody else. If I give him that, everyone else is going to start asking for more money as well. It's a bit of a awkward scenario. If we don't get promoted, it's not going to bother me too much, but if we do, then, you know, I'll have to start giving these people contracts. They're going to be in the Premier League and they're going to be earning less than £5,000 a week. That's mad. But we'll see how things go. Huddersfield today, let's get into the match. There's also some FA Cup games today as well. I don't know if we'll get a third round draw soon. That might be in the next few days, who knows. So this is the team that we most recently played. Alex wanted to move to right back because Claxton's not been doing particularly well and Philip O'Connor was ineligible. I think we will start O'Connor this time. So other than Marja, the strikers haven't really been working out too well. I'm going to leave Antwi in there though. He did get a goal last time round, I think. We've got Phillips on the bench. Souza's back from injury. The only person we're missing, I mean, Barnett's a youngster. All our players that were injured are now back. So Mepham's back at centre-back. Yakubu and Harvey are available left backs. We're at a clean bill of health pretty much. And in form wise, like the defending's very average, like the defending ratings, just because, they are conceding goals. Balcom's been sort of very average. He has got a mistake in him, but I think every goalkeeper has, so I'm going to stick with him at the moment. Of course, we do have Kelleher as backup, who is not very happy at all that he's not getting any games whatsoever, but he's back up. But of course, don't forget that we do also have young John Skelton, the 16-year-old, who still looks very good and still has 5-star potential. We might be playing him in the FA Cup games. If we get a good draw, like if we get like a League 2 or even like a non-league team, I might be playing John Skelton in goal, the 16-year-old keeper. We'll see what happens. But this is the team we're going to go with today. It's doing okay, so I've got no reason to change it really. These are the instructions we've gone with. We are trying to exploit the flanks a lot more since it worked pretty well against Ipswich. We're going to stick with it. So last time we faced Huddersfield was last season in the EFL Cup. They were in the Premier League then. They were relegated 18th place. Steve McLaren is in charge. Harry Wilson's their captain, which is interesting. The Welsh player, currently plays for Liverpool. He's on loan, actually, I think, at the moment, isn't he? They also have Borja Baston up front. They've got Ben Gibson at centre-back, Bettinelli in goal. They've got Steve Mooney on the bench, Toffolo. That's the only real players I recognise. We'll go for a passionate team talk. We know how good we are. Let's show everyone what we can do. Marja was looking to switch off, at Antwi rather. Let's go for some passionate individual chats. Hopefully we'll mend that. Yes, we have. That's good. Right, let's kick off and let's see what happens today. Hoping for a second consecutive win on camera. And we do have a corner here after just 4 minutes. What's going to happen? It's in! It's Marja once again. Who else? 1-0 after 4 minutes. That's the perfect start. It was Danny Rowe with the corner. Very, very simple header. He wasn't being marked at all. So, fantastic start. And Baston to Gill now. Nathan Gill. And here is Harry Wilson. I know he's very pacey. And that's a good cross. And it is headed away by Finney. Good defending by the stalwart. Yazetta now. And Wilson's got it again. That's a good cross. And Gill with a header. Not on target. But a half chance there for Huddersfield. Their first chance of the match. Going to try and retain possession. Because we're not doing that. We're at about 50% with 20 minutes of the game. But, it's been a good start. We are leading, so that's good. Antwi with a corner. Here's Metcalf. And Lambert's got it now. Can he shoot from range? Oh, it's gone in. It's come out. Come to Finney. Fortunate deflection. And Finney with the instant reaction. And it's 2-0 after half an hour. This is going very swimmingly. We'll see this again because it happened very quickly. It was a short corner by Antwi to Metcalf. And then I thought Lambert was going to shoot from range. And then he had a shot. It took a deflection. It fell to Finney. And Finney with the quick reactions to put it in. And we have a highlight from kickoff, which could be good, could be bad. We will see. It's Yazetta to Borja. And here's Nathan Gill. And we've done well defensively so far. And we do again there. We're up to 6th place. So we have climbed the place. And Marge's here now. And is he going to find a goal? No, he's not. It wasn't a bad effort, but it's not gone in. It's 2-0 though. We are doing very, very well so far. If we can keep it like this going in a half time, let's try and keep a clean sheet. It would be very good. Rowe now. And that's a great ball for Antwi. And Marja, this is going to be good hopefully. Bettinelli comes forward and collects it. Antwi and Marja linking up so well last year. Hoping for another one there. But didn't happen. And now Huddersfield looking to make another attack here. And Nathan Gill's got past the number 23 there. And can he put a ball in there for Borja? He can. And after the first save was made, Baston's there with a rebound. And Huddersfield do pull a goal back. 37th minute. Mepham did kind of fall asleep there a little bit and let Gill get away from him. Borja's first effort was saved by Balkan, but the rebound did go in. But 38 minutes. Still time to maybe get a third before half time. Here's Metcalf to Yakubu. Back to Lee Metcalf and now Johnson. Again Yakubu. This is good passing play but not really pushing forward at all here. Here we go. Antwi to Marja and Lambert, and that's creeped in at the near post. Bad goalkeeping there by Bettinelli. 3-1. I think we're in for a goal fest here. Did well to retain possession and then did finally sort of force a breakthrough. Antwi to Marja and then Marja with a great through ball for Lambert and Lambert with the poke home from about 10 yards. Bettinelli has not been good today. And a free kick here on 43 minutes. Headed away by Gibson. And here's Harry Wilson. And it finds Borja. And now Huddersfield. I mean, a second goal before half-time. Not ideal once again. We'll try and keep this going. And a shot does drag wide by, I think it was Miles. And then they've got a corner in injury time here. It's a header by Sterling and it's just wide. Half-time. A 3-1 lead, very, very good. I mean, I wasn't expecting this. I was hoping for a win, but 3-1 after half time is a good place to be. Very strong. We've controlled midfield. Finney's got an assist, so he's doing well. I've got no complaints whatsoever. Very happy with the playmaking. It's been a very good half. I've just put the width on fairly wide. It was just unbalanced. I don't feel a need to change anything here. It's been a near perfect first half apart from their goal. We've barely put a foot wrong. They have made a substitution I did see. I didn't see who it was that come on. It's a guy called Sijerzi. We've not had the possession. Well, the possession's pretty much equal. We've had a few more shots than them, but it's been a very good half actually. Very good game altogether. But a very quiet second half. We are 75 minutes in. Need to start making some changes. Antwi's had another quiet game. We'll bring on Josh Phillips. And I'm going to bring on Guy for Keith Johnson just to keep it fresh in midfield. Double change. 15 minutes left. Maybe look at putting on Tighten Up. Just to try and, retain this 3-1 lead. And hopefully this won't be a goal for Huddersfield. It's not. It's a goal kick. But they've gone to a 4-4-2. I don't know if that's what they were on. And Swift and Toffolo are now on. 89 minutes. It's been a near highlightless second half. And there's about 30 seconds left in the match. I mean, a fourth goal would put this to bed. Metcalf's got the ball. Rowe. That's a great cross. Comes out to Metcalf. Metcalf with a shot, and that's just over. We've got one more change we can make. Just try and run the time down. Let's bring on Nydam for Metcalf. And that's a full-time whistle. Maidstone 3, Huddersfield 1. One of our most comfortable wins so far this season in the Championship. Second half was very, very quiet, but we did all the work we needed to do in the first half. So I've got to be pleased with that. That's two wins out of 2 now from live comms. That's two back-to-back wins. That's much, much better than how we started. And considering we dropped a few points off screen, I think that kind of makes up for it as well. We're up to 5th place with that as well. We are now level on points with QPR and Newcastle. How far behind are we at Leeds? We're now only 6 points behind Leeds, who drew to Millwall. So the top 2 drawing has really helped us out. Wolves also drew. That couldn't have gone much better, really. So we are approaching the Christmas fixtures, which is always a difficult time. Coming up, we do have Portsmouth. I think that's the one that I want to play next. And after that, I want to face Wolves because they've been an absolute nuisance since we've been in the Championship, and we've never beaten them. I think we might have had a couple of draws, but we've never beaten them. So next episode, it's going to be Portsmouth. The one after that, it's going to be Wolverhampton. Like I said, if we don't get promoted with this season, then it's going to be the last season, and then I'll use the rest of the time to plan for FM19 and going on holiday in less than 2 weeks now. So and there will be a video highlighting FM19 plans and explaining that I'm going away. That'll come out in the next week or so, I would say. It's going to be Pompey next time. We're going to try and win some more games off screen. We do have Spurs coming up in that League Cup match as well, so we'll see what happens with that. If we can get to another semi-final, I'll be doing those games live as well, because it could be a cup final, who knows. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and don't forget to follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content, and I will see you next episode for Pompey. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.